What I wish I knew at 20 instead of 30. The real raw truth. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Shorty Logic podcast, where we indulge in the messiness of reality and hold nothing back. If you're tired of sugar-coated conversations, you've found your tribe. Join us every Monday at 8:0 p.m. Eastern, 7:0 p.m. Central, for discussions that challenge your perspective and push boundaries. From controversial topics to holding ourselves accountable, we dive deep into the bold and the brave. Laugh, cry, and get real with us. So hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, and let's get uncomfortable together. See you Monday nights. Don't just listen, join the conversation. Shorty Logic Podcast, where truth gets real.
What up, everyone? This is the Shorty Logic Podcast. I'm Shorty Logic. We're going to let our guests introduce themselves first.
How y'all doing? This was blessed, like always. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Had a great week and a wonderful 4th of July, if you want to call it a holiday.
That part. Next.
Night Bright. Travel agent / chef.
All right.
Hope y'all enjoyed yourselves.
All right.
Dr. Sai, yeah. Dr. Sai, he the something, man, coming straight off that block, man. The street doctor, you heard?
All right. What's going on, Lamar? He come back. But anyway, our topic tonight, yo, we got 2 topics in one. We're gonna, shortly have a conversation about each one of them. It's about the impact of domestic violence, and the laws that's in the Commonwealth state. So, and also we're gonna talk about, have a discussion about the weight loss surgery. What's the pros and cons about weight loss surgery as well? So, but the first thing we're gonna talk about is the domestic violence. So I'm gonna put this up right quick. Or that's weight loss. Sorry. I'm going ahead for the first one.
On an average, 1 in 4 women experience intimate partner violence in their lifetime. Yet for women of color, particularly Black women, this statistic skyrockets. A study from the Institute of Women's Policy Research reveals that over 40% of Black women will endure domestic violence in their lives. This is a staggering figure that not only underscores the severity of this issue, but also exposes a harsh truth. Black women face some of the highest rates of domestic violence in our nation, compounded by the history of oppression and over-policing and discrimination.
What's y'all thoughts on that video right there? Anyway. Don't be all quiet. Don't be all quiet.
You talking about on the over policing? I don't think it's just I didn't catch the whole video, but I don't think over policing is just a Black woman thing. I think it's a minority thing. I think it's a low income thing. I think the court system and police within themselves make a lot of money off of brown and Black and poor people. I truly believe that.
Yeah, I can see that. But no,
I think the only difference between a brother being in prison, individual being in prison, I've been in prison, is how well their defense team was. That's just
on an average.
That is correct.
I'm gonna I'm not really sure what they had to do with domestic violence, but I do feel like that a lot of women in general go through a lot of domestic violence, and that comes from, I feel like, a man not secure within himself. I feel like a man that is overbearing, and I'm not even gonna say overprotective, because sometimes it's just a lack of loving themselves and trying to put that onto the woman. I really feel like, I don't know where domestic violence actually comes from. It could be a situation where how their mother treated them or someone in their family treated them growing up as children. I don't know what it is. I don't know where that comes from to where a man feel like it's okay to put his hands on a woman. I honestly don't respect it. I don't like it. I've been in a situation myself, and yeah, in my opinion on it is bullshit, and it's weak minded. It takes a weak minded person to hit a woman, and that's just my opinion. But know that if you come over here and hit me, I'm gonna hit that ass back. Just understand that.
But I'm about to go there too, and I don't believe in domestic violence. However, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit your ass back, man, woman, child.
And I get that. But it's sometimes, let's talk about the facts that sometimes these women are getting beat on and didn't even deserve it, didn't ask for it, didn't do nothing, didn't put their hands on you. Sometimes people are just crazy.
But I'm gonna tell you what,
people are just crazy.
I don't agree with domestic violence at all. But it ain't only women goes through it. Men go through it too.
Absolutely. Women beat on men just as much as men beat on women. I agree. I don't think nobody should be touching nobody. Yeah. Talk with your mouth, not with your hands. I mean, we learned that as children. Learn how to grow the fuck up.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. Grow up. You can't talk with your mouth. It takes intelligence. Talk with your mouth. You don't have to swing your hands to get your point across. If you got to swing your hands to get your point across, then you're lacking intelligence anyway.
That's true. I'm gonna get to you a night bright, but I'm gonna say this here is no domestic putting hands on anyone. I mean, I've been involved, put my hands on someone. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I put it like this. People gonna hate what I'm gonna say, but what is true. How can I put this? A woman that can't keep her mouth closed when she's angry is just as bad and just as equal. A man can't keep his hands to himself when he's angry. It's all it is just different forms of abuse.
I can agree with that. Wait
a minute, but we said women that can't keep their mouth shut, but sometimes men be agging it on too. Because I've been in situations when a man just run his damn mouth for no reason when I'm trying to de-escalate and be like, hey, listen, I don't even want to argue. I don't want to go there. Let's cut it. And then he's rah, 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 rah. So, sometimes those men got a little bitch in them too.
I'm going to go somewhere else with it. Sometimes we as individual people don't know how to walk away and take a time out and come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not going to say a man a bitch or a woman a bitch. I'm going to say as individual people, because I done been on both sides of that street too.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on both sides of that street.
And here's the thing.
I feel like you are whatever
you portraying at that time. As a bitch. What I'll say is, because I think that's the meaning that's put down. No, what I think is, the studies that I've looked up and read and what statistics has shown, most people who have been in as a victim or who have put their hands on, they have been in situations of in their family seeing someone who put their hands on someone and some type of domestic violence, verbal, physical. It's so they've seen it growing up. Most
it doesn't make
it right. It does not make it right, but it's psychologically it's coming from childhood.
Listen,
so I want to go somewhere else with this too, and that may be true, but now I'm gonna go somewhere else. If we look at today's culture, there's a lot of single mothers raising boys, and a single mother. My mother raised me. However, I had some uncles, and I've had some good role models in my life that teach me how to be a man. However, a lot of women raising these boys, and these boys are bitches. I'm gonna go with her with that one. Motherfuckers don't know how to change. They don't know how to pump gas. They don't know how to change a tire, and they're a grown man when everything's going good. But the first time some shit hit the fan, they want to call their mom. They some little bitches. I'm gonna go there.
Right. Well, what you got, Miss Light Bright? No, Miss Night Bright. What you got?
It's about control. Like domestic violence, they try to control the situation and try to control the narrative of how somebody speak or what they doing, so they feel out of control.
That's actually correct. That's right. It's a whole thing. Which I got it. It's a whole pie circle. It's called power and control. You got your romance porn. Then you got your attention. Then you got your explosion. So it is about control.
So what makes them hit the woman? Okay, so you say it's about control. So the fact that he can't control her makes him want to hit her? Is that what it is?
No, the fact that he can't control her makes him really want to fight himself. Basically, he see himself into her. So he's like having a fight with himself.
I see what you're saying. I actually see what you're saying because I'll be honest. I put my hands on a woman before, and I've been through domestic violence classes. What she's actually talking about is actually correct.
Okay, so when you went through this domestic violence situation and you put your hands on a woman, what was the reason?
Well, let's see here. I know I'm be frank. Let's see here. It could be insecurities. It could be I'm feeling less as a man. It could be things that I've done, have felt and been through in my childhood and did not know and learn what I need to do as a man growing up. So a lot of things that I personally had to endure as a man, I had to teach myself.
Okay.
And definitely.
So it wasn't because she was running her mouth, right?
Hold on. And definitely coming from a household with a bunch of women. So you know what I'm saying, what he just said about women raising men is he have women in tendencies. That sometimes that is true. But it's so many different triggers. It's just not one trigger can set someone off. It just, she don't have to say something. She can look at a person, or a woman can look at a man, or he look at her, and she triggered. So that's not just one way. It could be anything. It could be anything. Doesn't matter.
Right. You can just be drunk and then right.
It has not. It don't even have to be.
It don't have to do with alcohol.
It don't have to do.
It don't have to do with alcohol.
Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. A lot of times that is in a factor, but it doesn't have to have substance in it.
No.
It don't have to have that.
No, I didn't say. You said there are different situations, and I said sometimes that person can just be drunken and enraged. I didn't say all the time.
That goes.
I didn't say all the time.
That goes in what I just said about it. Anything could be triggering. It doesn't matter what alcohol, drugs, anything. What you got to say, Mr. Sahi? What you got?
Man, you know, this is touchy, man. You know, because I've been in different, you know, like Big Brother, you feel me? I've been in different situations, and sometimes when you real with yourself and you think about your past mistakes, man, you know, you kind of, like me, I'm a little triggered, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I done did wrong, and when I watched my mother, you know what I'm saying, get abused as a child, and
as I have as well,
different things inside of me, you know what I'm saying, and then this culture, man, living in the street, like my neighborhood used to be very violent. I don't live in that neighborhood no more. It could be still violent, but it used to be very violent, and I had to pretend to be as violent as others, you know what I'm saying, and then like got stuck being violent like all the time, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even know how to address it, you know what I'm saying? But I know that, you know, I'm working on alleviating things inside of me that trigger me or allow me to be somebody that I know my mama really didn't raise, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of just, it's hitting me hard, you know what I'm saying? Because it makes me just want to say I'm sorry to women. Like, you know, I wish women could just forgive us for these problems that we have. Like, our community need a lot of healing, and one of them aspects is men being violent towards their women for all kind of aspects, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't even know where to go, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I know that it's not right. I got a daughter now, you know what I'm saying? It helps my perspective. I'm very protective over her, you know what I'm saying? I know how easily it would be for me to get violent towards her spouse if she was to say, Daddy, you know what I'm saying? He's tripping, you feel me? It wouldn't take me much, but that's still more domestic violence, you know what I'm saying? So I don't even really know where to go, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So we're going to go into the next video.
Mark, we know, don't we, from experience, that most domestic violence is male on female. How unusual is this situation, and then how much more difficult does it make it to talk about it?
Well, 1 in 7 men will be a victim of domestic abuse in their lifetime. And the government figures show that actually 1 in 3 of all victims are actually men. But one of the challenges is that often society doesn't recognise men are and can be victims. And also there's not always enough publicity about it, which is why it's so great that what Richard has done is really shine a light on the subject, but also importantly encourage men to reach out to trusted friends and family, to charities and organisations that will help them, and also contact the police as well. And the key thing is that there's men going through what Richard's gone through every single day, but there's also lots and lots of men escaping from these relationships every single day. So Richard did, and so can any man or woman, of course.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So if 1 in 3 is men getting beat on, what's the ratio?
One in 4 is women.
So basically men are getting beat on more than women.
It's a small.
That'll be, and if it's 1 in 3, that'll be a 33.33% chance. And if it's women, that'll be a 25% chance out of, So technically, women will still get beat on more than men.
Get a little more. It's and
I'm sitting here like,
and I learned. I actually learned this in actual domestic violence class. It's only probably a small. It's a smaller. I don't actually forgot the number, but it's actually a small percentage between the two. Women are getting beaten more, but it's close. It's close.
That's interesting. to know.
Yeah.
Now, how many women are getting killed by domestic violence per man that's getting killed by domestic violence?
Now that is not. I don't have that information, but I can get it. But it see, the thing is though, is when they talk about domestic violence and the percentage of everything, it doesn't really tell you about the who died. It is all the death and who, like, women getting beaten and women who dies by it. It's all, when it comes to the numbers, it all comes together. Not
How
just
old was that video?
This is actually 2024. And my domestic class was what? My domestic class was what? 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, that's interesting to know.
It ain't changed that much, I'm pretty sure.
It ain't changed that much.
Yeah,
no.
It probably hasn't changed that much. I just like to know the figures.
But then you got to look at too what has not been reported.
That part,
yeah, exactly.
What is not getting reported, right?
Exactly,
what's not reported, because that's a percent, and the video that I also have that will talk about that. There are percentage that women who are getting beat are not reporting it, and it's also percentage of men not reporting it.
Right.
But they only going off of what they can't go off what is not told. They're only going off what is shown.
Right.
So, like,
I understand.
It's 50 states in America. It's 50 states in America.
Mm-hmm.
So, and how many cities in each state? Whatever. How many? So what they do is take the state of Kentucky. You take the state of Kentucky. How many cities is in the state of Kentucky? At every quarter, they take those numbers and give it to the state, and then that goes for every state. And what they do is they take all them numbers and give it to the country, to the white, and then they tally it up. That's how.
I understand how it works. I just was wondering because I know it's way more domestic violence than what they record.
No, but of course, but it's way more domestic violence. Period. But it's only going off what is actually being told and what's actually being recorded. And so what's being recorded is 1 in 4 women who getting beat, is 1 in 3 men is getting beat. This is accurate and recent numbers. You see, I don't see. Look at your face.
Because I don't agree with the accuracy, but that's just my opinion.
Here's the thing about statistics.
That's the tricky part. So many women think, but see, that's the thing. Like in the video, is women who getting beat is so glorified, it's so commercialized, it's so shown, but it's never really shown about men getting beat. And so, okay, we understand that women getting beat, but women do have to synthesize and put their feelings to a side and see as a man getting beat as well.
Listen, so, I never said that didn't happen. That's not what I said. I know people get beat.
The thing of it is, though, you can do anything you want to with statistics. It's all about how you want to round it off and all that. So you can make the numbers look how you want to make them look.
That's
as long as you understand that, because there's no true known number of that.
Exactly.
Facts. That's fact. But we can only go off what we see and what has been studied.
Exactly.
But I also want women to know, y'all not getting as beat. Y'all getting beat more, but there's men getting their ass whooped just as much as women.
I mean, nobody ever.
And women have to understand that. But see, but what I'm saying though is when we talk even with you and other people, because this is not the first time I had this show. It's always kickback when so many women, they ratty up when they see the videos about women getting beaten, and they got so many comments. But soon we play a video about men getting beaten,
It's a negative.
Get this pushback, get this negative vibe. You get this, well. That's what we
Now,
get.
here's the thing. Let me explain my perspective. Okay, so first of all, I totally agree that men get punched and hit, and there's violence toward them just as much as it is for women. I agree with that. Now, do I agree it's more men getting their ass beat? Absolutely not.
No one says more men.
I do agree that men do suffer from domestic violence, and I feel like a lot of men don't come out and talk about it because for embarrassment. Because the whole thing about it is, what man wants to admit that somebody's beating their behind or a woman's beating on them? Not too many I would know. So at the end of the day, I totally agree that there probably is a lot more men out here getting touched or what have you, getting beat on by these women, because I done seen some crazy ass women out here and I know they putting their hands on me. But at the same time, I do feel like, in my personal opinion, it is probably a lot more women that's been attacked. That's just my opinion. I'm not taking away.
I think you're missing the numbers. The numbers showing that.
I agree with either or. I believe both are getting,
No, I think
domestic violence goes both ways. I agree with that.
I think you're misunderstanding the numbers.
What am I misunderstanding?
The numbers
you're not understanding the way the numbers are talking about.
Yeah, you're not understanding. The numbers are showing. The numbers showing that it's a bigger percentage. It's
a greater percentage of women than it is of men. But just because there's a lower percentage, because there's more people. So even though the percentage is lower, doesn't mean that it's more men that's getting whooped. You got to look at the probability of how they're doing it, how they're doing the numbers itself.
So you're misunderstanding the calculation and understanding the math. So that's why you feel how you looking, you thinking like, it seems like men getting beat more. That's not what it's saying.
No, I definitely don't think men are getting beat more.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not as look. The fact of the matter is, what is shown is not too much of a big difference. It's maybe 15 to 20% more women getting beat than men, but it's not that much of a difference.
Okay, we can move on. I get you.
You need to take your bat. You need to take your bat out. Whoop her ass.
And I probably like it.
TMI. TMI. Damn it, boy.
Watch what you say.
All right, let's go, y'all.
Trigger warning. This video is about domestic violence. I'm a psychologist with experience evaluating people's risk of violence. I recently saw a video from another creator stating that perpetrators of domestic violence are very intentional in their attempts to manipulate and control their partners. And while I agree that this is true for some perpetrators, others have much less insight and or intentionality, and the violence can stem from really explosive emotional dysregulation, substance abuse, and or other things. And I'm making this video because I want people to understand that domestic violence is not just being on the receiving end of an intentionally sadistic psychopathic partner, but it's also getting caught in the crossfire of someone who is so emotionally dysregulated for whatever the reason might be that they are causing harm to those around them. They may not have meant for this to happen. They may actually feel a lot of shame and remorse after they're back in a calm space, but the fact that what just happened was violent is still true. As providers, it's important for us to understand the reasons behind why someone becomes violent so that we can treat it. But reasons are never excuses for violent and harmful behavior. And if you're in a violent or questionably violent relationship, please know that I understand that it's not that easy to just get up and leave. But I also want you to know that it is not your responsibility to fix this, and that you do deserve safety, kindness, and respect.
Absolutely. And that goes back to what I was just saying when I said on some instances, it does play a part. Like alcohol and other things like that.
I never disputed that.
No, but I believe, but anyway, I was just saying
that it could be a situation. You want to rebuttal me, but what I'm saying is
no, because you're not never said it, so I'm not talking about
what I'm saying though, I never disputed alcohol and assumption. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying though, alcohol and drugs is not always the case.
No, I never said that. I never said it's always the case. I said it's a situation it can be. Because the 3 times that I have been in a situation that way, all 3 times the person was pissy. So I said, from experience.
But that's your experience. But no,
exactly, and I only speak for mine.
But okay, you can only speak. You said you speak for your. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. you can speak with about yours,
Mhm.
but also you also have to look at the big.
And I look at everybody as well. But at that
so
particular moment, I was speaking on me. I
yeah,
said
but
that it could be a situation where alcohol could play a part. I know from experience because the 3 times that happened to me, he was pissy every time. So I'm speaking on me on that. Now, as far as everything else, I agree that there are definitely other situations and different things that can happen. Some people it's a control factor. Some people got mommy daddy issues. It's a lot of different factors.
a lot of different triggers. It's a lot of different.
So, Bless, do you think, or do you kind of, and I hate to even go into your space a little
I don't
bit.
mind.
I appreciate it. You think there was other factors before the alcohol, and the alcohol probably
Absolutely. I believe he was jealous. I believe that he wanted to have control. And I mean, everybody can't be controlled.
But do you think it's even going farther than that?
It could be. It was definitely jealousy involved.
But no one disputing that. What I'm saying though is you're you know what I'm saying, if we were gonna speak on it, you know what I'm saying, you have this is for like anyone, women or men. Yes, alcoholism could be involved, jealousy can be involved, trying to have power control over a person can be involved, but it also can go back to how they was raised, what they seen when they was growing
And
up,
I get that.
and mental issues. So
I
you
get that.
can't, if we're gonna speak about these things, you got to speak about it all.
Well, I thought I was speaking about it all, but you did just interrupt me in the middle of me speaking. So therefore, I didn't get to finish what I was saying.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Well, you've already completed the sentence.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead, Bright. Yeah. Don't do your thing, Bright.
Okay. Also, when it comes to domestic abuse, it's a perception thing. How they are perceived. They might be the kindest person outwards to everybody else, the most gentle person, but inside, when doors are closed, nobody noticed they're the most hateful, jealous, spiteful, controlling, manipulative type of person.
Absolutely. Speak, love. Absolutely. Because sometimes these people are out here and they're the life of the party. And then they go behind closed doors and they the damn devil. So, I mean, yes, it can definitely happen. I agree.
So, do you ever, and we know domestic violence is definitely wrong and it shouldn't happen. But what do you feel like there was any encouraging moments from you?
From me to encourage it? Absolutely not.
Not
Because
like saying, not saying whoop me. Not that. No, I'm not saying that.
No. Because here's the thing about me. Anybody who knows me, I'm very straightforward. I'm very blunt. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. So with that being said, if you know my personality and you choose to be around me, then you would need to accept me for me. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to lie about anything. I'm going to shoot you straight. And that's just who I am as a person. And anyone who knows me, even you all on the panel who have only been around me on this platform for a little bit of time, I'm straightforward.
Yeah. I don't want to make no excuses. I'm just looking at it like
no, but I mean,
we've been talking about triggers as well.
Right.
Sometimes, like I know I done made a woman upset, but I'm thinking I'm doing something as right. So unconsciously, I done triggered this woman, upset this woman, and now I'm trying to figure out what's your problem, little mama. But not knowing, you know what I'm saying? I'm disrespecting her and I'm sending her through some things 2 or 3 times. Now it came out of her. But it and then I get wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then
I got you.
Ain't cool. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But it be because sometimes I be thinking like I feel like it's a chart or something out there saying men just wake up and just beat the out of women.
No, I don't think that at all. I don't think that
a bunch of percentage of the time. I don't think it's that, but I do think that it's undeveloped people, right? Lack of control, a lot of not discipline, right? And some of the environmental issues. You know what I'm saying? Like we got buried things in us as men. I mean, everybody got buried things.
Everybody, yeah.
But I think sometimes some people be in some situation where they just
can't handle it.
Exactly. Okay,
And
so
it might have
here's
been
the
a
thing.
workspace. It might have been anything. I'm not making no excuses, but these things be
And it
happening.
could
You
be.
feel me?
So you basically are asking me, so maybe it was something that, do I feel like it was something that maybe
It
I
could have
did
been,
throughout
but
this
I don't
7 years?
want to even do that because I don't want that. I don't want
So
that
let me
thought
tell
from Miss
you.
Bless. You feel me?
No. So let me tell you about me.
Okay.
If you ask me a question, I am a firm believer. If
Okay.
you ask me a question, you can't control my answer, and you
Real
will not
talk.
control the narrative. So
Woo.
if you say to me,
Yeah.
hey, ABC, and I'm gonna say, do you want the truth?
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? DEF.
Already.
So I'm going to tell you the truth. So if you can't handle the truth, what was that movie? If you can't handle the truth, don't
man.
don't ask for it. So I'm the type of person, if you ask me something, I will tell you the truth. So with that being said, how you handle the truth is a
That's
you
a
problem.
whole nother, yeah.
It's a you problem. Because and Shorty, you can speak to this. If you ask me a question, I'm going to give you the answer, and I'm not going to lie about it because I'm not a good liar, because I'm going to forget what the hell I said if I lie. So I'm going to tell you the truth. Now, when you hear this truth, how you respond to the truth is a you problem.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't want to know the answer, you probably shouldn't have asked the question.
Right.
Especially if we're not together.
Yeah.
So we're going back to like the self accountability.
Accountability. So it's
Go back
not
full circle.
about what did I do to trigger this person. It's about the person put themselves in a position to ask the question. And when I answered the question, the person didn't like the question I asked, the answer. And then the alcohol played a role, because now they're feeling like, you know, you can look at them and they all glassy eyed and you can just tell they're ready to spark. And I'm just like, you know what? Let's just get out this. And I'm a peacekeeper. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'll be the type to be like, listen, I don't have time for that. I'm too grown for that. I'm not doing all that. So if you feel in some type of way, let's end it. Let's change the subject. Let's go somewhere else with it. I'm always that person to be like, listen, we ain't even got to go there. Let's just end the conversation. You asked the question. I gave you the answer. Let's end it. Yeah. But then you got people that are not mature enough in that moment to say, hey, listen, you know what? Let's let it go and let's continue to enjoy whatever we got going on. You have some people that are that way. But I can remember every instance, and I can tell you in every instance, I was 9 times out of 10 like, listen, at one point I was putting somebody out of my house and was like, listen, I just want you to go. Just take your stuff and go. That's all. I mean, it's nothing else to it. Just leave. And I'm talking just like this. That person didn't like it. Yeah. So they swung. Okay. But it wasn't because I did anything wrong. I wasn't being vindictive. I wasn't being nasty. I wasn't saying it in vain. I just was asking you to please leave my home. Because you're being disrespectful. So
you got Would you say
you got some people who bring up the question just so they could have an argument. There ain't another answer.
Exactly.
They bring up their questions just so they could be like, okay, now I'm the victim. I got to defend myself.
That's how been cases. I've read is that actually I've seen videos that has been some cases about that, because I've seen that in my own domestic violence class, videos that shown that there have just been some women that start ask a question or be something spiteful just to put hands on him, and it's the vice versa. A man friggin' started ask a question or start a conversation just to do that. That's some situation that can happen.
Yeah, they nitpick, and then the whole thing about it is, am I going to sit here and be like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have answered that question? No, because I'm grown as shit. If you ask me the question and you put your big boy panties on and you want that answer, I'm going to give you that answer. And it's not like I'm being disrespectful. I'm going to tell you. It's like if you ask me, hey, what'd you do last night? I'm going to tell you what I did. Now, how you respond to what I said that's on you. You got to put your big boy panties on to be able to accept that. Because if you don't want to know the answer, then maybe you shouldn't ask that question. Because I could
say panties. Put your boxes on.
Put your boxes on. Hell, don't wear no drawers. I don't give a damn what you do. All I'm saying is be able to handle it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, 9 times out of 10, this is one thing about me that people that know me would tell you. If I ask you a question, I already know the answer. Because I'm going to do my research before I ask you the question. Now, if I ask you the question, I'm not even going to be mad about it. I'm going to tell you straight up, you're lying, you this, you that, whatever, and we cool with that. I'm okay with that. You lied, and I'm going to deal with it accordingly. Either I'm going to stop talking you to a minute or whatever I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I need to do. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to act the fool. I'm not going to, 9 times out of 10, I ain't even going to cuss you out. Because for what? For what? I'm gonna let you know I know, and I'm gonna let you be. And 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna block you and move on. That's just who I am.
That part right there. And I got a video to show, there was actually 3 bills that was signed today about domestic violence.
Public safety is one of the key roles of government. Your legislature, your executive branch, and your judicial branch all ought to be working to make sure that every community around this state is as safe as it can be. Sadly, in the Commonwealth, we see far too much domestic violence and child abuse. And today, I'm going to do something about it. House Bill 38 increases the penalties for violating a protective order. That means those that go to the court seeking help who are in danger will be just a little bit safer. The second 2 bills are about protecting children from child abuse. They're Senate Bill 120 and Senate Bill 169. The first bill allows and requires coaches and other folks surrounding our kids to report abuse, neglect, or other concerns. And remember, under state law, it's everyone's legal obligation to report child abuse. The other allows law enforcement to get information from the cloud through a subpoena, especially with social media companies, to better protect our children. Sadly, we see predators using social media to reach out and to harm our children. So today, we're going to sign these 3 bills that are going to make sure your family and every other Kentucky family are better protected. Thank you.
Amen.
That was signed today.
Amen.
Get him.
That was signed today.
Yeah, that's deep.
So that was a deep dialogue about domestic violence. And y'all, keep your hands to yourself and go to therapy, get yourself together, y'all.
That's right.
So look, the third, tips, man. That therapy that you always touch on, bro, and many forms of it, right? And getting specific in it, like the conflict resolution, right? So at one time, right, I was a part of an organization called Cure Violence. So being part of Cure Violence, one of the things that we had to do in the beginning stages of training, we had to do like several different trainings, but one of them was about conflict resolution, right? And being able to understand much as you can the mental capacity of people that you're dealing with, right?
Right.
The situation. So a lot of it was severely violent. Like somebody just got murdered, could be some retaliation. We heard that people may have had some, street words, but we know later on it's going to be a violent act, right? So we had to be able to search and find those individuals and try to communicate with them in a way to diffuse the situation. And those conflict resolution classes help, right? So I think that, like when people, now I'm thinking in the healing of our community, like when people get in relationships, like this should be part of it. Like domestic violence classes should be part of it. Therapy should be part of it. You know what I'm saying? The relational skills should be, because sometimes we not aware of the things that we bring to the table that initiate certain situations that may build up over time, or it might just get it popping right then. And then you might just want to be more aware of the person that you're dealing with instead of waiting 6-7 months and being like Ms. Blake said, hey, look, I just need you to go today, right? But we could have probably knew more about these things, you know what I'm saying, before we, before somebody can even get that close to you to feel these type of emotions and make them, do things they shouldn't do.
Right.
Most definitely. Because, I always say, man, look, therapy, I'm big on therapy, man, because it helped me. I can't even lie. Man, I'm big on people, especially in the Black community. They're afraid that some reason they're afraid of it, and I don't understand why they're so. My bad. My bad. But anyway, I don't understand why people are so afraid of them going to therapy, because it helps. You know what I mean? You don't have to go to a. I feel like you need to go professional. You don't always have to go to your pastor or somebody, just a third person. I think somebody who really talks about it and really deal with this and work with people, that people need to go to that. Like, seriously.
Yeah, it ain't always good to go to your pastor. Some people gonna get mad at me, but he probably home beating his wife's ass. Let me tell you, you never know. You never know because they human too. He's just a man too.
That part. So I did find the power control wheel. I'm about to post that. There you go. Then that's the power control wheel. I want everybody to look at that.
Oh man.
Yeah. Everybody out there, take your time and read and look at it.
Already ready.
Everybody want to see that.
Man.
But anyway, hey, that was a good dialogue in the domestic violence show. You know what I mean? Go get help. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
Now we about to indulge in the pros and cons of weight loss surgery. So I'm going. Well, I need Miss Bless to read this off right now. Read it already.
Is this half my page is covered?
Yeah.
No, that is half my page is covered. I only got half of it. Differences in how men and women approach weight loss surgery, with women being most likely to pursue it. Okay. While studies indicate that obesity affects men and women almost equally, there's a significant gap in bariatric surgery utilization, with women making up a vast majority, around 80% of patients, and men accounting for a much smaller percentage, around 20%. Okay.
Finish the reading. Finish it.
I only got a little bit of it.
So it says
some studies report the percentage to be as low as 14.4. That's always on my page.
Yep.
Okay.
Can y'all see what I see? That's it.
Yep, that's all we can see.
Okay.
Half of it's cut off.
But so it's showing that because I had a conversation and I was just looking and see because I always seen like why is the surgery is so important, you know what I'm saying, to other people, most people, especially most women, because I feel like if you just, I know changing your mindset of eating, exercising, and all these things here, I know it's a mental thing. A lot of it is a mental thing, but I feel like, the surgery is not necessary because put like this, most men, I'm saying most men because you should see the numbers. Most men, when they get tired of being big or getting to call fat, they just go to the gym and take that shit off. You know what I'm saying? It takes a while, but I feel like going to the gym and actually working and get that off and getting your body right the right way, it changes your mind because a lot of people, I'm not gonna say all, but a lot of people, and that including men too, will go and get these surgeries, but their mind frame is still the same. Okay. So
you want me to speak on it?
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead, you do.
Okay, so I have had weight loss surgery, and I'm gonna let y'all know right now that everybody is not as strong as that. It's so easy for skinny people or people that never had a weight issue to talk about how easy it is to lose weight, but they ain't never been in a predicament where they had to lose weight. So what you won't do is sit here and tell me, a person who has had weight loss surgery, and I am 50 pounds down now. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And then wait a minute, hold on, let me finish it because I need y'all to know something. When people say that when people go get weight loss surgery, it's easy, they took the easy way out. Let me tell you something, ain't a damn thing easy about it. Ain't a damn thing easy about it. Number one, you still got to watch what you eat. You got to take medication for the rest of your damn life. You still got to work out and exercise because if you don't, then guess what? You're going to keep the weight on or it's not going to go anywhere. So quit thinking that just because somebody goes out and get weight loss surgery, it ends.
No one said that.
Okay, let me finish. Excuse me. So what I'm saying is I'm calling my time. So what I'm saying is quit thinking that just because somebody goes out and have weight loss surgery, that's the end of it. It's not. It's the beginning. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what you have to do is maintain or lose your weight is you're going to have to walk. You're going to have to work out. You're going to have to watch everything you put in your body. Some things you put in your body now, your body's going to reject. Sometimes you're going to lay in this bed and be sicker. Sick. I mean, you're going to be sick more than you're well because you got to keep putting out these nutrients and these vitamins and these everything that they took out of your body. You got to replenish it. You got to find a way to replenish it. Some days I am tired. I don't want to get out of bed at all. I'm so damn tired. But I get up, I do my exercises, and I move accordingly. So when people say that it's the easy route, it is not the easy route. It's life changing. It is life changing. So with that being said, I get tired of people who ain't never had a weight issue to tell me anything, because some people have thyroid issues.
We gonna go.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me finish. Some people have thyroid issues. Some people they may be so overweight that they can't even get up and do anything. Or some people might be diabetic. You don't know what a person's going through. You just don't know a person what a person's going through.
I wish the person that know, because I've talked to people who's 300.
Well, guess what?
Hold on.
At my heaviest weight, let me tell y'all something. In my heaviest weight, I was 307. Okay. In my lowest weight, I think I've been like 230, because I've always been a big girl. But at the end of the day, it's all about how you carry it. So I've always carried my weight in my hips and ass. I'm just telling you what it is. I do got some stomach too, but I'm trying to get rid of her. But once I get rid of her, I'm okay with the hips and ass. But at the end of the day, you still got to work it out. You still got to tighten it up, and you still got to maintain it. So at the end of the day, I get so frustrated when people want to talk about stuff they don't know nothing about. A skinny person can't tell me shit. Tell me how you eat 40 pounds of meat and don't gain a pound. Hell, I can watch you eat the meat and gain a pound. So I get tired of people
God
saying
is
what
good.
they
God is good. God is good.
See,
Thank you, Lord.
Here's the thing: is that, like, I'm not just talking about me. No, I'm not talking for myself, because I know I gave some, but I know I've been 110 and 160, whatever. But when I speak about these things, I go out and talk to people who was fucking heavy as a motherfucker. So I'm not just speaking out my bullshit out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So when I do what I'm talking, I know what I'm talking about. So when I go and talk to fat motherfuckers, I'm talking to fat motherfuckers. Goddamn it! This
well, why you gonna call them fat motherfuckers? We can't call them men's bitches.
Hey, but look, I'm gonna talk. We gonna be there. We gonna talk to these big motherfuckers, and I have this conversation. I've talked. Guess what? I've talked to people who was fat as fuck, and men and women was fat as fuck, and some of them went the route of the surgery, and some of them went the route of working out. Yeah, okay. The thing is, this is the thing is, no one putting down the surgery. You did what you did. But when I say the best way to do it is to go and just work it off. It's your opinion.
And that's your opinion. An opinion like assholes. Everybody got them and don't have them amount of shit.
I'm not talking about me. Hush! I'm not talking about.
Don't you tell me to hush? I'm telling you.
About is this is the words that come out of fat motherfuckers' mouth who are 3.
Why they gotta be fat motherfuckers? Why they can't be people that have weight issues?
Yeah, let me and Bright get in there, y'all.
Let me say something.
Wait a minute, what happened? What you say, Saeed?
Can we get back on the show, man? Me and Bright, man.
We be on that.
I had to hold my head like I was in church.
Go, do your thing.
All right, now this is called sea moss. Sea moss is good for your thyroids. Mm-hmm. It's good for your, digestives.
Yep.
Then there are people who cannot work out. Like they got knee problems, they got back problems.
Mm-hmm. They
might not be able to work out.
I mean, it's a lot of different situations.
Yes.
So you can't just say,
different strokes for different folks.
Exactly.
And I'm not putting that down, but what I'm saying though is the majority of people who are going to get these surgeries because they don't want to fucking work out. And the end, I'm not talking to ones who have hip issues and just can't fucking do it. I'm talking about there's a big. Majority of them surgeries, motherfuckers just don't want to work out. They're too fucking lazy to go do it.
No, they are sellable. They are being sold. These surgeries are being, especially for women who are stripped, women who, are more in the exotic world. That's a little quick fix. Get snatched, go back and do what they just do.
That shit giving out like candy. No one's putting it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking for me. I'm speaking for the people who I actually have deep dialogue with. These are men and women, men who have done surgery, men who rather went and did it exercising. I've talked to women who actually done the surgery and women who actually decided to do the surgery, but then end up saying they want to go do it another way. So I'm not saying health wise, there are some cases that someone can't just do it, but I feel like in what is shown, what the study shown, what people have talked about, most people have the physicality to do it, they just don't want to. And then most people who go get that surgery, I'm not saying all, most people who get that surgery still got the same damn mind frame because there's different type of weight loss surgeries. Because most people go get that damn surgery and still got the same mind frame as a fat motherfucker want to eat all goddamn day and do this. End of the day is what it is. That's what we at. We going to the next, going to the first video.
Hello, I'm Dr. Brian Gluck with 6 common myths about bariatric surgery. It's an easy way out. Bariatric surgery is not an easy way out or a quick fix for weight loss. It requires a lifestyle of regular exercise, a healthy diet, and long-term commitments to maintaining these habits. It's dangerous. Like any surgery, bariatric surgery carries risks, but advancements in surgical techniques and post-op care have greatly reduced the risks. It's only for people who lack willpower. Repeated effort at dieting without successful weight loss is common. Bariatric surgery is a medical intervention for individuals with severe obesity who have struggled to lose weight through other methods. It's only for the extremely obese. Bariatric surgery is often recommended for people with a BMI of 40 or higher. It can be an option for people with a BMI of 30 or higher who have obesity-related health conditions. You will gain the weight back. Bariatric surgery is a tool that helps achieve and maintain weight loss. While some regain is possible, most patients maintain significant weight loss long-term if they keep a healthy lifestyle. No need for follow-up after surgery. The need for follow-up is essential for long-term success. It is important to choose a bariatric program that offers a multidisciplinary approach that provides guidance before and after surgery. Trinity Health Michigan is a leader in bariatrics, taking the next step.
So as I stated, it is lifelong. It is not something that is simple.
I didn't dispute that. My argument, I'm not disputing that it's not a life-changing thing. That's not, and surgery is very dangerous. So I never disputed that. I'm not putting that, I'm not stumping on that. But majority, I'm not gonna say all, but majority is weak-minded and they just don't have the willpower. Just like I said, don't have the willpower to do it. So what I'm saying is, it goes.
But let me tell you something. Sometimes you don't have willpower because of state of depression. Some people don't like their weight, and some people can't get up and do anything about it because for some, like I said about diabetics, they don't necessarily like their weight, but their body is not. They don't have control of their body anymore where they can get up and just move around like they want to. So at the end of the day, it's not about always having willpower. Sometimes you just physically can't do it. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some people that's been dieting all their life. I know I'm one. I've done every diet you can think of all my life. And then sometimes you might lose 4 or 5 pounds and gain 10. So at the end of the day, and you know for a fact, I barely eat. Eat. They told me I gain weight because I don't eat enough. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's known. Everybody knows that. You have to eat to lose weight. Everybody knows that.
It's well balanced. You have to balance it.
Yes, you're right. You have to balance it. But no, everybody doesn't know that. Because if you have not been to a dietitian and things like that, you don't know that. Most people that are overweight, first thing they think is, oh, well, if I just don't eat and push away from the table. Because anybody that talk about fat people, what is the first thing they say? Hold on, let me finish. What's the first thing they say? Push away from the table and you won't gain no weight. You'll start losing weight. Let me tell you something. Pushed away from the table and will barely eat. I would eat 1 meal a day, a small meal a day, and was getting bigger. And
so
I barely eat. But then I went to a dietitian, and the dietitian told me, they was like, you need to eat 5 small meals a day. You not eating is bad because what's going on is when you stop eating completely, all the fat is held on. Your body is holding on to the fat because they feel like they don't know where your next meal is going to come from. So I was literally gaining weight by not eating. So when I would see people be like, I can go to a dinner and would not touch a meat. Anybody who knows me know I would go to a Thanksgiving dinner and eat the sides. I wouldn't even eat the fucking meat. Mm-hmm. Nothing. I'm talking about nothing. I would just pinch off the sides, and I was still gaining weight.
You said people. You said on people on that. I was told years ago. I was told years ago. You know, and I've heard this all my life. You know what I'm saying? Especially in 2025, You saying people don't know? It's too much information. It's too
I'm
much.
not saying that they don't know today.
If they don't
I'm not
know,
saying they don't know
it's an
today.
excuse.
I'm saying back when years ago, I did not know is what I said.
I'm not
I didn't
talking
say I
about
did
you.
not know today. Of course I know today. I just quoted to you what the dietitian told me.
I'm
So
not
of course
talking
I know
about you
today.
as an individual. I'm not talking about you.
Okay, but what I'm saying is you talking about it so much this and so much that. It's so
I'm putting it
it's
out
so
there.
easy for people to judge people that ain't never had an issue. I get so tired of that. Your
No
little
one,
ass
no.
ain't
See,
never
you
had no
keep
damn
saying
week to
you're
now till
taking
you
this
got your
personal
dad's
today. Now
couch.
you being
Other than
triggered.
that, you ain't never had none.
Calm down, because you've been triggered. What I'm talking about, I'm not talking. See, take yourself out of it for a
Well,
second.
first of all, you sitting there talking about fat motherfucker this and fat
Take
motherfucker that.
yourself
Who
out
ain't
of
gonna be
what I am
triggered,
saying
nigga?
is,
What are you
what I'm
talking about?
saying is people in today's world, people today is too much fucking information out there for you not to know. Because you don't know today, you fucking stupid and you got
Okay,
don't understand.
you stupid. So you stupid when you hitting motherfuckers and act like you don't know right from goddamn wrong.
You got that right. You got that right.
What we talking about right now?
Hey, y'all got some tips for us on what, like on dieting and what we should eat?
She has something for
I'm
you.
trying to lose weight, so I want to know.
Okay, dieting. Stay away from dieting. Period. Dieting. You have to. No, for real. You have to have a well balance. It's not about dieting, and it's not about taking away from everything.
Okay.
It's about having a well balance. Like use your correct fats. You can have sweets every once in a while. Don't you don't have to, because your body when you finally have sweets. Because if you push from sweets so much, when you finally have sweets, you're gonna overindulge in sweets. You're gonna eat too many. So it's about taking it slow with anything. You don't want to do anything too much.
True. That's true. It is about balance, and you don't want to do anything. You're right. Because I'm gonna tell you, the quickest time I lose weight, and it had nothing to do with the surgery. I lost 50 pounds in 30 days, and how I did it was how I changed my eating habits for a month. 30 days is what I gave myself. No chocolate, no candy, no grease, no pork, no sodas, no juices. I drank water, Crystal Light, baked fish, watermelon.
Did you
every
add
day.
like
Fish is good fats.
Did you? I'm sorry. Did I?
Different exercise techniques?
Believe it or not, I didn't exercise one time, and that was my biggest mistake. Because people kept saying, "You better work out. You losing weight fast. You better work out." I was like, "No, I'm losing this weight. And I ain't worried about no working out, honey. I should have worked out. I should have listened." I say that, but at the end of the day, all I did, I could tell you exactly what I did every day for those out there who want to know. And I woke up every morning, and this is I did eat bacon. I'm gonna tell you how I did this. I woke up every morning. Wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you what I did. Because I think I said I didn't eat pork. Let me take that back. Let me tell you how I did it. I woke up in the morning. No, it's just every day for 30 days. I woke up in the morning. I baked the bacon in the oven, 3 pieces of bacon. I boiled 2 eggs. So for breakfast, every single morning was 3 pieces of baked bacon, drained, all the grease drained. I boiled 2 eggs. I would eat that for breakfast. When I was hungry, my next snack, which would be maybe 3 hours later, I would drink a protein shake. Now, for my lunch, quote unquote lunch, I would eat watermelon. When I was time for my next snack, what I would do is I would go to Captain D's. I swear for Lord, I would go to Captain D's and they had a baked lemon pepper fish baked. Because you can eat all the fish you want. I just didn't eat it greasy. So I got the baked fish, and I would get a side of green beans. I would take, and I made myself eat half of that fish, and half of the green bean was my lunch. If I wanted another snack, I would eat watermelon again. But before I would stop eating for the day, which was about 6:30, 7 o'clock, if I was hungry still, I would eat that other half of baked fish. And then in between time when I drank, I would drink water or Crystal Light. I did it for 30 days. I dropped 49.5 pounds.
You agree with that, Night Bright? You got some tips?
Avocados are good fat burner.
They are good fat. They are good fat. And I love avocado toast. It's really good in the morning. Yeah. So I'm telling you, these are the things that you can actually do. And like I just started back on my watermelon kick. So in the last, I think maybe 6 days, I've lost like 5 more pounds just eating my watermelon.
Oh, watermelon is good too. Stuff with like fruit with a lot of water in it.
It's pure water. I got one in there right now. I'm about to go cut.
I don't eat watermelon.
What?
He ain't black. He don't eat watermelon.
Oh, I got my black.
But seriously, I'm telling y'all, like watermelon, it's crazy because I could eat that for breakfast every morning before I go to work. I'll stop by Walmart and I will grab me like a little $4 watermelon, and I will eat that. When I go to work, I'll eat a couple of pieces of watermelon for breakfast. I'll drink my water, and then I also drink in the mornings when I go to work. I go and I drink black coffee. I'll drink black coffee is good for you too. But here's the thing: when I drink black coffee, I put 3 equal in it, 3 equal, and then what I will put in there for my creamer is a caramel protein shake because I got to have so much protein because of the surgery I had. So caramel protein shake for my creamer and 3 equal is good as hell, and that's what I would drink. I would drink that in the morning, and I would eat a couple pieces of watermelon. For my lunch, I will eat watermelon, and then like when I get home, I'll eat like I can eat turkey meat, or I'll make a turkey wrap. So you take like take a lettuce wrap and put some turkey meat in it and some tomato, or some chicken meat in it and some tomato, and that's what I would eat for dinner. And believe it or not, it's good as shit. And that's what I've been doing for the last maybe week. And I mean, the weight's just coming on. And that's all you have to do. So it is about control. And then I also have a trainer that I work out with.
Shorty Logic, he's a trainer.
Hell no.
I said I work out with. I'm in North Carolina.
I can't be.
He's in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Raleigh. So now I have a trainer here that I started working out with. So yeah. So
you
then
exercising this time.
I like my dead body.
Yeah, he need to go to a trainer.
No,
yeah, we exercising this time.
Hey, let me tell you something.
There you go.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. This section right here, goddamn, because guess what? For majority of my life, I was 110. So there's
oh yeah, you was skinny.
Shut the hell up. Anybody ask you your damn?
Yeah, I got some pictures of that. Yeah, he done got
fat, bro.
Yeah, hey, this shit don't jiggle, baby.
Shit, you a you didn't
This don't jiggle, baby. It's solid.
You was shaking the shit out of it.
Let me say something. What you call that? People think I'm bigger. People think I'm heavier than what I look. I'm only 162. People think I'm heavier than that. I'm just short.
30 pounds of it is in your gut.
That's a damn lie. I'm just solid. I'm solid over here.
Stand up, raise your shirt up, turn to the camera. You
hell yeah! Y'all see that shit? Yes. Hell yeah! Hey, don't tell me, you know I take my shirt off all the time, y'all. Shit.
Yeah, we don't need none of them problems. You go
ahead. That's Shorty Logic X-rated. We doing the regular Shorty Logic right there. That's Shorty Logic X-rated.
But hey, this was a good dialogue. Good, talking about domestic violence and weight loss and different things, different tips about weight loss and how people feel about weight loss surgery. The pros.
Well, we know how you feel.
Yeah, I don't care too much about it. Well, but anyway, we definitely gonna be coming back, hitting some heavy hitters. No, we gonna come with what y'all want. Y'all please comment on this. Y'all please share this and tell everyone about it. Cause we ain't gonna stop.
Because always got some good recipes for weight loss and stuff like that.
Awesome. Hit me in my inbox. Give it to me. I love it.
You ain't no but 190. Well, no, fuck that. 90. You were 90 pounds. You were like
I'm like 128, 130.
Girl, your ass skin is a motherfucker.
I wasn't. I exercise.
But I wasn't.
I love to eat. If I didn't exercise,
just eat all day long and I gain.
No, I work out a lot. If I didn't work out, I would be like 400, 500 pounds. I like to eat.
I just started gaining this weight in 2015. 2015
when
I started gaining weight because I was exercising all day. I was exercising every day. So
you gained that weight about 2 years ago when you had.
That's a damn lie.
You've been like that. You only been gaining that about 2 weeks.
I started gaining. No, let me tell you something. It's like now you can talk about something you don't know.
So boy, your ass ain't never been back.
Before I got out the army in 2015, when I moved to Tennessee to what is it?
He gonna tell me it's something I don't know. I want to understand how I don't know.
I'm telling people out there.
Can somebody understand how I don't know?
What you talking about is from time I left high school and went into the service, from all the way to 2013, almost 14 is when I started gaining a little bit of weight. Cause my fat April.
When I met you,
hold on. April of 2013 is when I hit 120. When I hit 120.
That ain't big. What are you talking about?
That's big to what I That's the biggest.
But you
I've
260, you 160 now.
You're missing what I'm saying.
No,
Remember,
I'm
I
saying
started
when you
gaining
start
weight
getting
in
jiggling.
2000. I started gaining weight in 2015. Is when I started gaining weight.
Okay,
So you
was
trying
gaining
to
a little
tell
bit of
somebody
weight.
something.
You was
when they
gaining
start-
a little bit of weight. I'm talking about weight, like your dad bod weight.
Okay, that took over time. I started gaining
Okay.
weight in 2015.
So you gained like 2-3 pounds, and you claiming it?
Hey, this is Short Life Podcast. We out of here because something wrong with that woman.